Networks. They're integral to our lives. Through them, we connect with friends, collaborate with others, and share resources and knowledge. While these technologies exploded in the last decade, an even more vital network has existed quietly for millions of years, right below our feet. We've long thought that trees live solitary lives, competing with each other for food and water. But forests are actually pulsing with complex social interaction. Trees not only share resources, but also information through a secret network. Beneath these woods, fungi comprise up to 32% of the microbiomass in the ground. Those fungi have evolved with trees to form a symbiotic relationship called a mycorrhizal network, a forest internet that is essential for their combined survival. It starts with trees releasing chemicals called strigolactones that induce fungi spores to grow in the soil. There are two main types of fungi that form mycorrhizal networks: arbuscular, AM, and ectomycorrhizal, EM. They connect to trees in different ways. When AM fungi reach the root, they pierce the surface using an organ called a hyphopodium. Once inside, they spread with tendrils called hyphae, branching from cell to cell until they reach the root cortical cells, where the fungi can exchange nutrients with the tree. With EM fungi, they wrap the roots in a covering called the hyphal sheath. This blocks the growth of root hairs, preventing the tree from extracting elements from the soil. Instead, the fungi share nutrients with the tree through a layer closest to the root called the Hartig net. Why do they pierce or envelop the roots? For the underground fungi, trees are their only source of photosynthesized energy, and for the trees, there are both individual and forest-wide benefits. Tree roots deplete the local soil of nutrients, but fungi extend for acres using their extra-radical mycelium. These microscopic hyphae are 1/25th the diameter of a human hair, and a teaspoon of soil can be packed with miles of fungal strands. Their density and spread allow them to collect more nutrients and water for a tree than its roots could find on their own. But the mycorrhizal fungi are also networks, connecting trees to each other through a woodland web. Like a kind of forest GoFundMe, tall birch that receive the most sunlight will share energy through the fungi with the shaded Douglas fir below. And when birch lose their leaves in the winter, the firs supply nutrients in return. But the network is more than a conduit for food. Trees crowdsource warnings using chemical signals sent through the mycorrhiza to alert each other of fires and pests. Mother trees are the oldest and most connected in the forest. Like a woodland Wikipedia, they are hubs for information, nutrients, and even memory. Losing old growth is like destroying a library. Without mycorrhizal networks, life on Earth would be very different from what we know. But this collaboration between two completely different kingdoms of plants and fungi connects and enriches the entire forest ecosystem, ensuring its survival. Perhaps diversity and cooperation are the lessons of this ancient network. It shows the promise our own technologies could fulfill.